You got 20-something bucks just burning a hole in your pocket? Well, that's enough money to buy any one of these quality budget knives on Amazon. Hi, I'm Jay, and I do knife reviews that get right to the point. All right, let's get started with number 10. Now, the name of the company it's EMH TIII. I don't know if that's their way of spelling empty. If it is, that's pretty creative. But the knife is the EMH 16, so that's 1/6. Now, I did go ahead and give them some points for originality because, well, I've never seen a knife like this before. On the Amazon product page for this knife, it says that the blade shape is it's a sheep's foot. Yeah, I guess if you turn it upside down, sure. You know, I see what they were trying to do with the handle grip, you know, having those grooves like for your fingers. But if you've got like bigger hands, it's not going to work out for you, especially where the spot is for your middle finger. Other than that, I like the overall size and the action. Oh yeah, the action's great. And it's got multiple opening options and even a 2-position deep carry pocket clip. Now, number 9 is not really a knife. It's actually, you know, hardware. This is the Ollip Openl number 8 deep carry pocket clip. Putting this on and taking it off is kind of a pain. So here's a picture of what it looks like before the installation. The idea is that the clip, that it rotates with the lock, but unfortunately, it doesn't always. There is there's some slippage, and then it's kind of a hassle, you know, to get at that lock. So I just leave it in the unlocked position. If the clip and the lock didn't rotate independently sometimes, man, this would be great. Coming in at number 8 is going to be the Fissa button lock, and it's in D2 steel. If it wasn't for the pocket clip and the branding on the handle, this would have been much higher on the list because it's a nice little knife. The blade shape and the handle just they look great together. The detent here isn't, you know, it's not super strong, but it's enough to make the action, it's pretty decent. Number 7 is from Perwin. This is the TK04 button lock, and it's in D2. The action it's actually pretty good, but that the button, it sticks a little bit when I flick it really fast. But if I do like a lighter flick, it sticks a lot less. So, you know, maybe it just needs some more break-in time. And did you hear the noise that this makes when I open it? Here, let me I'm going to put it right up by the microphone. Hopefully you can hear this. Now, remember as like a kid when you would throw like a rock up in the air and then you'd go and try and hit it with an aluminum bat? That is exactly what that sounds like to me. It does have a 2-position deep carry clip. Number 6 is going to be from Shieldon. This is the Relicth, and it's in D2. I'm a big fan of knives that have both a flipper and thumb studs because, well, as a lefty, you know, thumb holes are sometimes going to be partially obstructed on some knives. I don't have to worry about that with thumb studs. Great action using either option with about a medium strength detent because I can fail the flipper, just not every single time. I do like a nice hollow ground blade, so I got to give them points for that. Comfortable handle that, you know, I can fit all 4 fingers on. And these body screws, they're actually all T8s. Yeah, I was not expecting that. Sitting at number 5 is going to be from Olin. This is the G040 in D2. This knife is smaller than I thought. And, you know, that's not a bad thing, but it's just a hair too big to, like, put it on something like a keychain. We get a super thin 2.75-inch drop point blade that cuts really well. At 3.6 inches long, you know, I did not think I'd be able to fit all 4 fingers on this G10 handle, but as you can see, I can. Just barely, but they fit. Oh man, is this action good. I cannot fail the opening. No matter how hard I try, I can't get it to fail. And you can see it will go ahead and drop shut. with a couple of shakes. Number 4 is from MadSmog. This is, well, the donut knife. It's in D2. Out of all the knives on the list, this one has by far the best looking presentation. It comes in this nice little box with, it had a ribbon around it, and then the knife is in this little drawstring pouch. The knife itself is, it's good to go. It's a 3.6-inch drop point in a 4.6-inch handle. So yeah, that is a really nice blade to handle ratio. Since the blade stock, is a little bit on the thicker side, it's got some weight to it. So the action is just great. I mean, this thing flies open. Can I fail it? I can't. Nope. That's a nice detent. Number 3, I'm going to go ahead and try and pronounce the name of this company. I think it's X2X Touu C. And the knife, this is the G040, and it's in D2. This design had to have been influenced by the Giant Mouse Ace Biblio because, well, you can see it's got like similar chunky handles and a very similar blade shape. This is a nice little knife with it's got a 2.5-inch blade with a 3.5-inch micarta handle. So you do have to use that choil. For lefties, that thumb hole is partially obstructed. So I've been just mostly, did you see that action? Yeah, it is. Ooh, that is nice and snappy. And let's see, does it drop shut? Oh, it does. That was pretty easy. Minor gripe. I do wish the pocket clip was just a little bit shorter, but hey, at least it has 2 positions. Sitting pretty at number 2, I've got the Guardian Eagle folding knife in D2. Now, I got to tell you, this is a very well-made knife. It feels like Ganzo Firebird level of quality, which is good. And I love the size. It's got a 3.2-inch blade and a 4.3-inch G10 handle. The action is just awesome. And you can see it's got the multiple opening options using either that thumb hole or the flipper. Doesn't matter. That's got a nice, strong detent. And it drops shut. Can I fail it? I don't think I can. I know it's only one position, but that pocket clip is, look at that. It's recessed into the scale. All right, here it is. Number 1 is going to be from Morion. This is the Prism in D2. Now that is a beautiful 3.25-inch drop point. And the stonewashed grind and satin flats. It's kind of reversed, isn't it? That's a very nice touch. I do wish that the finger choil was just a smidge bigger, but hey, it still works. Outside of a 2-position pocket clip, this knife, it has it all. It's got the looks, it has the action, even the fit and finish. All right, up on the screen, I got a video I picked out for you to go ahead and watch next. And hey, if you haven't already, consider subscribing. If you're looking for knife reviews, they get right to the point.